In a house where prophecy was known, justice flourished, and wisdom echoed from generation to generation, Solomon, son of David, peace be upon them both, was raised. He grew up with his heart attached to truth and his mind open to the light of understanding. He would sit beside his father, David, peace be upon him, as he judged between people, observing the faces of those in dispute, listening to the rulings, and learning that justice is a weighty trust, and that judging between people is an act of worship through which a servant draws closer to his Lord. Then came the day when God willed to reveal Solomon's wisdom. 2 women disputed over a single child, and voices rose in argument, and the conflict intensified. His judgment was divinely inspired, revealing the truth and returning the child to his mother. People then knew that this boy had been granted a special understanding by his Lord. When the kingdom passed to him after his father, he did not forget that kingship is a test. He stood in his prayer niche in the stillness of the night, raising his hands in supplication with a humble heart, saying, "My Lord, forgive me, and grant me a kingdom such as will not belong to anyone after me." And God answered his prayer. God answered his prayer, and bestowed upon him a kingdom the likes of which history had never seen. He subjected the winds to his command, so that they would blow wherever he wished. He subjugated the jinn to work at his service, building palaces and sanctuaries. He also subjugated the birds, lining up in the sky to shade him with their wings, not as a sign of oppression or tyranny, but as a test of God's power and a trial for his grateful servant. Solomon marched with his well-organized army through a verdant valley until he heard an ant warning its colony that the army might unintentionally crush them. He smiled in gratitude, not mockery, realizing that the greatest blessing is understanding those around us, and that mercy is the crown of strength. Solomon was a leader who overlooked no one, small or great. One day he inspected the birds and did not find the hoopoe. He understood then that justice begins with responsibility. Later, the hoopoe returned with momentous news of a people who worshipped the sun and a queen who possessed a magnificent throne. Solomon's response was an invitation to monotheism, not war, a message bearing the light of heaven, not a threat. When Balkis read Solomon's message, her heart trembled before her throne, and God willed to show her another sign. Her throne was brought forth in a moment that no human could interrupt, so that she might know that what is with God is greater than any king. Then she entered the palace paved with glass, and the truth was revealed to her, and the illusions of greatness fell away, and she declared her submission to God with certainty, not fear. And with this great kingship, Solomon remained a grateful servant, until the appointed time came, and God took him while he was standing on his staff, and the jinn were working without knowing. So the staff fell, and the lesson remained eternal. No one knows the unseen except God, and nothing remains of the kingship except righteous deeds. And the sun rises again on the horizon, and the birds fly in the sky. So the story of Solomon, peace be upon him, remains a witness to a prophet and king who combined strength and mercy, and knew that the greatest of kings is he who is a humble and grateful servant to God, Lord of the worlds.